What's up, everyone? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and today we are gonna do it. We're gonna review my favorite slasher monster villain character killer. Yeah, we're gonna review my favorite figure from my favorite horror movie, slasher movie, and that is the Mezco Michael Myers. So anyways, let's get into it. Michael Audrey Myers, born to the Myers family at 6 years old, would be committed to the stake after killing his sister. At the age of 21, 15 years later, on the night in which he killed his sister on the anniversary, he would break out and be chased by his doctor, Samuel Loomis, as played by Donald Pleasance, all the way through Haddonfield, Illinois, where he would pick his victims, three young girls, one of them, the main character, being Laurie Strode, a babysitter, who's played by Jamie Lee Curtis, the daughter of the woman, Miss Curtis, I can't think of her full name, her first name, who was the main actress in Psycho. And Samuel Loomis was the boyfriend, I believe, in the movie Psycho, since a lot of things from Psycho coming in that was inspiring John Carpenter, and so hence using Samuel Loomis for the doctor's name. But enough about the film, let's get into the figure. And as always, we're gonna start with accessories. So Michael Myers comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hands. The fisted hands, which you see on him, he comes with in package. Then he comes with some relaxed style hands for left and right. One thing I like to notice, they do this with all of the hands, is the black edging around the fingernails and everything to kind of give the dirt look, the dirty hand look. You've got the veins, you've got some nice little sculpting, dirt in the palms. So you got more stylized hands here, more for like choking or grabbing. Again, very well done. And then you have 2 gripping style hands he comes with here. Hold his knife and so forth. And then you have the headstone for Judith Myers, which is his sister, right? The one he killed. You come with 2 sets of knives, or not 2 sets, you come with a set of knives, 2 knives, which I really adore. The first one, which I have in the pumpkin here. Nice and clean. Excellent look. Very well done. And then a bloody one. So when you pose him, you can pose him however you want. If he's just committed a kill, or if he's just getting ready to commit a kill, you've got options for his favorite weapon, his favorite tool. And then of course, we have the pumpkin here. Now, this is a really cool piece because it has, you pop the cap off, you put the batteries in, and it lights up. And it flickers like a candle. But now, enough about the accessories. Oh wait, I forget, there's one more thing. He actually does come with a spare head body part from the first movie. I'm just gonna pull it out of the tin here because I totally forgot to pull it out. And it is... So in the movie, he kills the boyfriend of one of the girls. They happen to go into his house to have relations. He kills the boyfriend and takes his glasses and puts a sheet on over himself to imitate him to kill her. And they made that and released it with the figure. And so here it is, the ghost sheet body with glasses combo. You can even look inside and kind of see the eyes and everything, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's fitted with this kind of silicone front or plastic front, and it's got the regular neck peg, so you just pop the other head off, you work this one on, and then that way it'll maintain its shape and everything. But yeah, speaking of shape, the irony is in the huge fan of Halloween. It's my favorite movie. I study and actually work on horror films. And John Carpenter didn't name him Michael Myers at first. He was actually in the script referred to as the Shape and the Boogeyman. But particularly the Shape was what they called him. He would be given the name Michael Myers as an homage, I believe it was to one of the backers of the film. It was either a producer or backer of the film who was named Michael Myers. And so it was an homage to them. It was a way to honor that person. But that being said, yeah, so I like the look here. So we're just gonna, neighbors are having fun. So we're just gonna keep rolling with this. So next we're gonna move into is aesthetic, and aesthetically speaking, this figure is fantastic. It may not seem like there's a lot to talk about. I know we talked about the fingernail, the dirtiness in the hands, but as far as the head sculpt and the mask, excellent. You got the receded eyes that are in there. I'll turn the lights on so you can see them. But even still, because most of the time his eyes are in darkness and shadows, looks fantastic here like this. The mask is a William Shatner Captain Kirk mask, in which they removed the hair, painted the face, did some alterations to the eyes, and then they dyed the hair and then reattached it because he was, Captain Kirk was blonde. So they reattached the hair, and that's why it looks the way it does. Even a little detail right here, you see the line, is actually from where some of the glue ran down and left a streak and a line on the mask. One of my brothers does mask recreations, and I've studied most of everything you can ever study about this film, and he recreates the masks, and so that was what he was showing me, and he taught me that was the glue, the kind of glue they had run down, and it left that line on the mask, and that's where that came from. So yeah, bearing William Shatner mask, and that was because they ran out of budget. They wanted to do some sort of human shape-like figure, but not actually a human, and they just didn't have the budget for it, so they went to a mask store. They went to a cheap mask store, and they got a jumpsuit and a mask, and boom, there you go. Michael Myers is born. The most iconic, I shouldn't say the most, but one of the most iconic slashers in horror movie or slasher movie history. Another little thing, because most people think that the jumpsuit is actually blue, and while the suit was made blue, it had to do with the camera filters that they used. The suit was actually not blue, it was a charcoal gray, but the filter they used in the lighting and everything reflected it, making it look blue. So this is it's a little inaccurate, because this is a blue jumpsuit and the actual suit he wore is charcoal gray. But the boots, they got spot on. So you wouldn't have noticed it unless you know about the film, but this is why I love the aesthetics. I mean, these boots are fantastically done. You get the black, the green, it was I can't think of what kind of green this is, but these are the actual accurate colors of the boots that he wore. They're military style boots. Yeah. So the person he would have taken the jumpsuit from, who had these, would have served in the military. That's how he would have got those boots. So just a neat little thing. Got the tread at the bottom. Of course, you got the A's on there. Pretty nice. So yeah, aesthetically speaking, there's actually a lot to this figure, and they nailed it for the most part. So very, very happy with that. Looks very, very good. Right? What'd you think? I mean, can't get him to stand. This diode is a little difficult to get figures to stand on. I say that every review that I use it for. But just in case it's the first one you see, then you know, right? Love that pumpkin in the background. So next we're gonna get into articulation. All right, and to be honest, this body is the same body style as like the Jokers that Mezco released. So you have the head that can go this far down, that far up. It's a single jointed elbow, so you have your shoulders come out here. T-pose, no problem. Can't do a 360, obviously. No bicep swivel. It's all in the elbow joint, which you can bend, right? But there's no double jointed elbow, no bicep. Like I said, it's the same body as the Joker style from Mezco, right? Not a lot in here, like hardly at all. I mean, most of all your movement is going to come from the waist joint, right? So you can turn them up top and turn them down there, but your your crunch that you can go about that far forward. You're really getting it out of here, which is fine because he doesn't do a lot of super articulated poses. Excuse me, he doesn't do a lot of super articulated poses, but it's the hips. He can only kick about that far forward. It's fine. You don't really see him kicking a lot. Knee joint, only bend that far. Thigh, upper thigh cut, he has perfect, no problem. Really not doing the splits with him at all. The more we go on, it seems like you get less and less split capability. Freddy could just really move, and Jason can kind of move, and Michael not so much, and that's fine. You have the boot cut. Ankle articulation is actually not bad. You can get that far up, that far down, and then you got your pivot, which is not too bad, all things considering. Not perfect, but not too far bad. And then, of course, you can turn it at the ankle point. So, oh, and then, you know, the hands are standard pin hinge, except for these hands sit a little close. They had a smaller ball joint when they released this figure. So, a little less motion out of it, but it is what it is. But yeah, otherwise, that's all the same. It's all standard, right? So that is the articulation for Michael Myers in a nutshell, right? So then we have left is size comparisons. So we're gonna put him in with Homeboy Jason. Now I know I do these pretty much, so I've done these all together every time, right? But it's okay for this review. You notice Michael's a little taller. I'm not really sure. I really should check on that because I feel like Jason should be taller actually. Because Michael is 6 foot or 6'1". He's average size person. I mean, even with the boots, okay, you say the boot add inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, but even if that puts him at 6'3", I still feel like Jason and Michael should be about the same height. But that is what that is. Put him next to Freddy. Of course, I'm not too opposed to the height difference of him and Freddy because Freddy was a smaller guy anyways. But I mean, well, Robert Englund's not the smallest guy. I think they should be a little closer than this. I don't know. I think Michael's just a little big, that's all. And Jason's just a little touch small. Or maybe, yeah, Jason's just a touch small and Michael's fine. I don't know, but that's Michael. And then, of course, we've got him next to a NECA Predator to keep in line with the other videos. And it is the Ghost Predator. Big boy. Boom. So that is it for size comparisons. So all in all, I absolutely love this figure. I'm very, very happy to have him, very stoked for the new Halloween film, obviously, because I'm such a Michael Myers fan. Hopefully it's going to be really good because I thought that the Halloween 2018 was really, really good. That being said, I really suggest this figure if you're a Halloween fan, a slasher fan, horror fan. I think it's got a lot to bring to the table, a lot of really cool stuff. Is it better than Freddy or Jason as far as figures go? I mean, it's all subject to. I think it's just on par with them. Being honest, it doesn't have as many accessories, but I don't think, you know, it really needs that many because the ones they have are fantastic. I mean, the headstone is great. The light up pumpkin, the options of the clean knife or the blood knife, the ghost head, very, very happy. So I think, perfectly honestly, that it's a fantastic figure and well deserving of the praise it's getting. So, but all that being said, I do hope you have enjoyed this review. If you do, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment down below if you want to, and most of all, please tune back in next week for my next review. This has been Wolfgang and another Darkfish review. Later, guys.